you.
Hey, we're live. Can I borrow your charger?
Yeah. Phone for the podcast?
That's what I'm looking up.
Okay. Let me figure out. I got an idea.
Luckily, I have an iPhone 5, so now we can.
Luckily.
Have the iPhone styles.
I'm gonna wait this for 2 days. Try that.
Yes.
See if it works.
Just in case anybody becomes offended or triggered.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel sorry.
Wow, that triggered me.
I'm sorry for coming to
Alright, we have got it.
You just triggered me.
Everything.
Here it is. You can shoot up a KKK rally in Mafia 3. That's amazing.
That's cool.
That's the best thing ever.
How neat is that?
That's really neat.
That's a beaut.
That's just,
I like the Mentos video.
that was
Jesus.
I don't know.
Should always have.
That's gotta be his mic, right?
No, they did it for you and him. I think this is something with my PlayStation. Okay. Alright. Well. Ready to rock and roll?
Wow. You gonna introduce us, Project, while I watch this video?
Sure, I can get an intro going. What? So let's start the intro with this today. 3 Minute Podcast is not a safe place. It is not a safe space. If you feel triggered, frankly, we don't give a fuck. Feelings
That triggered me.
Feelings and opinions expressed on this show are solely those of the host. Me, Bear, and Hart. That being said, what's going on, guys? It's 3 Minute Podcast. I'm Project. As always, 3 Minute Podcast coming at you harder and faster than subway, train, and Hoboken. I'm Project, joined always by the gruesome twosome. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Say hi to the people.
Yeah. I'm Hart. You can find me on Twitter at HartChaos. And we're going to have a fun show tonight. It's going to be super neat, and it's going to be super fun.
I'm Bear. You can find me on Twitter too. And yes, 3 Minute Podcast coming at you harder and faster than a dick in a porn shop.
God.
Coming at you faster than Jared from Subway if you're a 9-year-old.
Oh my God.
Coming at you faster than Jeffrey Dahmer if you're a passed out homosexual in the mid-'80s in Milwaukee.
Alright. Well, it's going to be a great show of metaphors.
How neat is that?
It's pretty neat.
The beaut.
So, gaming news.
Said it was. I have no idea what's going on with my. Hold on. I can be heard. Okay. I think I'm good. Am I good?
Yeah, dude, we can hear you, man.
Okay.
Oh, there it is, right there.
So, yeah, I was talked to by my wife. She's like, "That wasn't nice. Look, you got hurt. Subway train and blah blah blah, something like that." So anyway, we got lots of gaming. We got lots of gaming news, lots of things going on in the past couple weeks that we've had a freaking hiatus. So I'm going to start off with this. Okay, a study done by the University of Rochester as well as the University of Chicago. Study found that males are pretty much the lingering weakness in the economy. Not getting out there trying to find jobs, not getting out there wanting to be at home, living with their parents. Well, I don't know. But they blame the study on the male, the prime age, 21 or we'll say 35, living at home longer. Need a job, I'll play video games. So, yeah, there's that. read that quickly. I thought
barely.
complete and total bullshit.
Works instructions kind of last one.
So our podcast is irrelevant because we don't work?
No. What they're saying is that there is a lack of wanting to go out and get jobs and a lack of, trying to
Hey,
move
I got one for
forward
you.
in
I
life
got one.
because you
I have the
a lot-
answer to that. I have the perfect answer to that. There's a reason why you don't want to go out and get a job, because Social Security's going to hell, the country's going to hell, and fuck it, I'd rather just get fat and die off a heroin overdose. I'm chasing the dragon.
Okay, anyway, Microsoft's coming out swinging that PS4K. They're saying 4.2 teraflops isn't enough to run native 4K or true 4K.
Did we just discuss this last week, though?
A couple weeks ago, yes. But they did come out and say you can expect a Scorpio to have 4K, true 4K, when it's released. At this point, I'm still looking at it as you're a year plus away, so don't try and buff up your system now because you've got nothing really concrete. Yeah.
Yeah, but in about 2 to 3 years after it comes out, that's going to be the only platform it's on, so.
We'll see. So far, PC users for The Division are getting their first crack at the 1.4 update. The one that is going to be phenomenal for The Division. It's going to be revitalizing everything. It's going to fix what was wrong with the game. And pretty much the Shield Blue security signature in the game, that's getting a nerf. We're looking at 30% nerf. Since the game's release, it's reduced damage by 80% in 15 seconds. It's now going to be reduced to 50% if you're a Division fan, that's for you. First aid is going to be fixed. There's going to be no more delays, but there's also going to be no more double or triple healing. They said that first aid was broken, and especially when it came to triage and getting abilities back and things like that, so they've taken that out. You'll have random boss patrols like you would in the Dark Zone. You can expect that to be in the PvE world as well, with bosses respawning as opposed to when the game was first released. If you've played Division, you understand that you had enemies like Bullet King, and once you killed them, they didn't respawn. Gear drops from normal enemies, so any enemy in 1.4 update will have the possibility to drop gear, gear sets, high-end weapons, good things. Electronics matter. Now, I believe they said they're going to be removing it from a couple pieces of gear, but in turn they're going to start giving gear all 3 stats, which is good. Moving on to, let's see, what's our next item?
I have a question, though.
Our next item? Yes.
Why are they trying to? This is go back not the Division. This is going back to your to the Neo, or I'm sorry, the Scorpio. Why are they trying to push out more towards the Neo if they were like, hey, it's going to be 4K resolution for the PS4 Pro, and it's fucking not? Like, why don't they just put that shit into the Pro and then make the Neo better somehow? Scorpio, sorry, wrong terminology.
Wait, now you've already completely foobarred the entire thing. Well, okay, go back to what you were saying.
Okay. So, if you don't know, I'm Hart, and I'm a fat mass of absolute nonsense. So, let me rephrase this question. If you're gonna put a lot of work into Scorpio, why not put work into a product that you're deeming as the best thing so far, and it doesn't even do what its competitors do? Why not work more on the Pro than work on Scorpio?
We're talking to separate companies.
Fuck. Keep going.
Sony has the Pro, Microsoft has the Scorpio. Welcome to 3 Minute Podcast, where the hosts obviously know nothing about video games. Anyway.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
This is what you birthed.
So, some news for Titanfall 2 fans. We can expect to see 1v1s coming to Titanfall 2 by way of tickets. I don't know how you would either buy or earn tickets where you can 1v1 other players. That doesn't really interest me. However, attrition is coming back to Titanfall 2. Now, this game mode, as opposed to Bounty Hunt, is where you have two separate teams, but you also have that AI-controlled massive horde of players. So, I'm looking forward to this. I was excited when that news came out that this was going to be in there because I do like the team versus team aspect, but I also like that, killing those aimless, roaming AI douchebags just as much. Let's see. What else do we got? Bungie is going to be releasing a, wait for it, children's book. That's right. Bungie is going to be releasing a children's book titled D for Destiny. It's an alphabet.
D for dick suckers.
D is for Destiny, and it's a children's book, and it's got things like, it's pretty much an alphabet book. It's A is for Adventure, C is for Cabal, M is for Mars.
So the way so what you're telling me is bunch for each letter.
Yes.
Pretty much. There's a paywall. There's a paywall. You get.
If you want to learn, you gotta pay to learn, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually sounds like something they would fucking do.
D is for disappointment.
If you pre-order the book, you get a shader.
Yes, exactly. You pre-order, you get 0 to 9. Yeah, free.
You get 0 to 9. You get to learn 9 numbers.
The base of any number, yeah.
38 Studios apparently was the subject of a lawsuit. And 38 Studios versus Rhode Island, the settlement reached where 38 Studios is going to have to pay $2.5 million in the settlement, which could, if the judge signs off, wind up being more like $20.2 million, which will more than likely be paid by the taxpayers of Rhode Island. This all stems from the company, 38 Studios, going bankrupt, and during that time, they were still trying to pay back a $75 million loan provided by the state. So if the judge signs, we're talking total between taxpayers and the studio, we're looking at about $45 million. And the state of Rhode Island is going to have a $30 million loss because of a video game company. Basically, the loan was set out for the company to move to the state.
Hey, speaking of which, do you know why they didn't move to the state? I can tell you why. There is a tax you have to pay to leave residency in New Jersey. Yeah, if you live in New Jersey and you try to leave the state to move somewhere else, you have to pay a tax.
Or get hit by a train.
That's because no one wants to fucking live in New Jersey. That's why. It's the sewer of New York.
It's pretty smelly.
Smells like New Yorker shit.
So for the midway break, a couple things I want to say. Midway break, because we still have a bunch more news that we need to get to. 2 quick movies that I keeping my eye out for is Jack Reacher 2.
Oh boy. Yes.
I would like to see. And the other one, from my nerds out there, has anybody seen the posters released for freaking Power Rangers?
No.
Look, go look at these freaking posters, man. They hit at the
Go,
swords.
pussy losers. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, hey, just a quick thing. I read that I mean, you're gonna laugh at this, Bear.
Okay.
Fucking Hello Games is under another lawsuit.
Doesn't surprise me. No one's heard of Sean
Quite
Murphy.
you.
No one's heard from Sean Murphy since the game came out. I'll let you finish, but then I want to get on that.
Quiet you. Speaking of Hello Games, we're going to talk a little bit about No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky has come out and said looking to include new music and new audio in the next content update. I guess their first content update.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Including things such as...
I think it's the 19th one.
No, it's the second one because they released one before the game came out.
Are we counting patch updates or are we counting actual content?
Content.
Okay, yeah, second one.
Content.
It's the second one.
In a quote unquote, for new content, they included mentioning base building, freighters, and new music. Da 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 da.
It's not going to replace the ever vast hole in the universe.
Speaking of No Man's Sky, because I want to say this loudly and proudly.
God.
Oh, you're gay?
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is being investigated for false advertisement.
Thank you, that's what I was trying to say.
They are being investigated for the simple fact of misleading ads. Their Steam page is being looked at because of animal ship behavior, graphics, space combat, and even down to the flowing water that is not present in the game. So, congratulations, Hello Games. You've wound up to probably be the biggest hype and most investigated game in the span of any game that I know of. I mean, other than like back in the 90s and, oh no, Mortal Kombat is too violent.
Well, Mortal Kombat built off of that though. They're the reason for the ESRB, but still, they're the reason that hype got them to where they were.
There weren't any ESRB ratings for fucking arcade games, though.
No, there wasn't, because before Mortal Kombat, there was no ESRB. Mortal Kombat basically made the ESRB because of how graphic they were.
I know, but I thought Mortal Kombat first came out in arcades.
No, they did simultaneously.
Okay. Well, never mind.
So, big news coming for October for all of you PS Plus subscribers. That's right, Sony has decided, hey, it's the first month after the price increase, so what are we going to do? We're going to give you some games that you might have heard of.
God.
You can look forward for your October PS Plus games for the PS4 to be Transformers Devastation, as well as the original Resident Evil. Both games will be available
shit,
to
no
download
one gives a fuck about
October 3rd.
Irrelevant Games 101. That dude just failed.
Say goodbye to Battle.net.
What?
Really? Why?
Yep. It's been around for almost 20 years, if not 20 years, and Blizzard has come out and said that we want a more concise environment. It's not getting Battle.net completely off and cutting it off. It's just going to be called something else and integrated into Blizzard's multitude of other things that they're doing. One of the names being floated around is Blizzard Tech, which could then start incorporating...
Ooh, how about, here's a going for them, we're sorry the servers are overloaded at the moment. So that's a good one.
Or how about, why don't you give back Hart his fucking battle authenticator that doesn't work on his phone but worked 3 years ago, but now you don't want it to fucking work, and I want to sit on the phone for 4.5 fucking hours listening to stupid WoW music. God damn it, I hate fucking rogues.
.com.
/ 3-minute podcast.
I'm sorry. .net. .co. .dicksuckers.
And you can email us at _ Bill Gates at compuserve.net. was literally a running joke in my house. It was like, what does Bill Gates have to have for his email? Is it like $$ at Comcast.net? It's just stupid shit like that. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I'm fucking fat and I hate WoW. Sorry.
Steam,
Bitch, I'm coming for you.
both of them are taking a stand, and they bitch slapped Digital Homicide Games. That's right, Digital Homicide Games, the creators of shitty games that I can't even tell you what they produced. All of their games have been removed off the Steam community, Steam store, Steam whatever, because
Where the hell are you?
towards customers.
Oh, you must be up.
Digital Homicide has decided that they were going to take it upon themselves to sue individuals that purchased their games and left a bad review. So in turn, Steam and Valve decided, hey, guess what? They're no longer going to be selling product on our platform.
Steam. I know, I read about that. That's fucking amazing.
Wait a minute. So, two dudes left bad reviews and Sony's like, nah, we're good.
No, Double Homicide was.
No. So Digital Homicide were producing a bunch of crappy games, low-grade graphics. It was like games that you would just quickly produce and just throw out into the market so people can just buy, you know, and you can earn a quick buck. Well, fans and consumers were getting pissed off and went in and gave negative reviews and were like, well, this game sucks, this gameplay sucks, this sucks about the game, this sucks, I don't like the game. And whoever left a bad review, Digital Homicide Games, would then in turn bring a lawsuit for like slander, saying that, you know, they're hurting our reputation and whatnot. Steam said, okay, well, you're going to sue. Yeah, the Steam said, okay, well, you're going to sue consumers that paid you to voice their opinion after buying your game, and you're going to turn around and build a lawsuit against them, and removed every single one of their games and refuses to do business with digital games in the future.
Good.
Which is good.
Fuck them.
That's awesome.
It's like me taking a shit in my toilet. It's like, you really shouldn't have done that. That's gross.
Registered Ninja.
Yeah, it's good to see that gamers are actually getting some credence from higher ups in the industry, and bravo to Steam, bravo to Valve. Community, yes, community. Collective community.
Collective soul community.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Sony, let your light shine down.
So, just some quick announcements. Dragon Ball Fusions is going to be coming to the US. It's already been released in Japan, but it was confirmed that they were going to be bringing that game over to the US.
Downloading and watching porn at the same time.
Our internet's awful. Give me a break.
It's like, why? It's like McDonald's.
Dragon Ball Fusions will be for the 3DS, and I guess the biggest thing about this game is that you can do 5-person fusions, which in turn breaks the Dragon Ball Z universe. I don't know how you do 5-person fusion.
That completely beats the lore, dude. Like, that's...
Yeah. So, don't expect too much of this game. I can understand exactly why it's on 3DS, because the only people that have a 3DS are...
little Japanese boys who watch too much porn.
Yeah, for the most part.
What was that? Someone just joined the party.
As long as they don't talk at them. Gibson, how are you? We're in the middle of the podcast now.
Why wouldn't you make it private, homie?
Because I thought that it was going to be Charlie and you in the profile. I didn't know you were going to be sharing the same profile.
We're all dead. We're all dead.
So,
fuck it, we'll do it live.
Kojima, you know I'm a fanboy for Kojima. Oh,
you're a dick rider. You are a dick rider. You're a fucking dick rider.
Kojima has come out and given us a little taste of Death Stranding. However, it's not much, sadly. From what he was able to give, what we understand is it will be an open world game with an online component. There is a possibility of single player campaign. However, it was mentioned that it will be co-op, or mainly co-op, or able to do co-op. And from what was also said, it will be a new form of co-op. Also stated is you can expect Death Stranding in 2019.
Wow. Why even
So-
why even try to hype that up right now?
It's Kojima. You stay hyped. You get hyped, you stay hyped. It's that simple. It's
What
Kojima.
did I just watch?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Dude, what
yeah,
did I just
but
watch?
it's
dude?
at the same time, it's like, dude, that's 3 years, well, close to 2 years away. What did you watch?
Yeah, but apparently what they showed at E3 was just that, video thing. Yeah, I don't think there's any work actually being done because they're actually looking for a female co-star or female protagonist to play a main character role in the game itself.
Okay. I mean, it's... Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, everybody hypes it up early. It doesn't matter. It's Kojima.
What the fuck?
Bear died. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, don't tag me in that.
Bear, go in a different room. Go do something.
Do not fucking
Kotaku.
tag me that.
Everybody loves Kotaku. Everybody loves when Kotaku is talked about when they're leaking something, and Kotaku is usually right. So Kotaku came out and said, expect Destiny 2 in 2017. Big news, big news. I mean, that's even on the verge or on the heels of Rise of Iron, which we will get into in this show. But yeah, Rise of Iron was just released, and we're already talking Destiny 2. So, from what was said, Bungie wants the game Destiny 2 to feel like a new game channel, even if it means deleting old characters. That's sad. That's sad. For those of us that have 400, 500, 600 plus hours into a game and just deleting all of our work. Yeah. Bungie apparently went on to say Taken King was a reboot to fix small things, but Destiny 2 is a reboot to fix big things, if not everything. So I'm going to be looking forward to see how that could be implemented.
Wait, so Destiny? So are they saying that Rise of Iron is the final expansion for Destiny 1? I should say.
Pretty much.
So Destiny 2 is going to be all brand new. We don't get to transfer anything over.
Well, the thoughts are that there's like other games that like you'll have like the first game and then the second game you're not able to continue, but you'll have like a shrine of accomplishments that so that might be a possibility. Also, if they're not planning on bringing characters or things that over, there's a possibility for emblems, there's a possibility for shaders, for a whole multitude of things that they could incorporate, because I can't imagine Bungie saying, hey, thanks for spending 600 plus hours on our game in the last 3 years, but now you can do it all over again on the new game.
You know how many hours I've put into Destiny?
Diablo 3. Yeah, same here. I can't even tell you how many.
You can literally download the app. I
think
put in
count.
1,542 hours into that game.
Yeah, I'm afraid to see that.
It's like your slash
no.
playtime on WoW. No life. Go ahead.
So apparently, going on to say that Destiny 2 will have play-in destinations. such as towns, outposts. They want to make Destiny 2 feel more populated than Destiny 1, which is a good thing. I mean, I do like the kind of mystique that here I am, brought back to life after many years, and I'm one of the last survivors, and whatever it may be. But I do think that we need a little more sizable oomph in the game, to actually, because there's been plenty of people that I've played with that want to go down, they're standing in the tower and they look down and they're like, hey, I want to go down into the city, or I want to go down into that town. And it kind of ruins it when, Destiny was like promised, hey, you see that mountain right over there? You can go to that mountain, and then you
only get
go
Russia.
to that mountain, but yeah, you can go to that mountain, but it's on a separate.
And it's like a
altogether
pancake-sized Russia.
mission.
It's not even like Russia.
Yeah, exactly. We're not to say that the bulk of the 750 people that work at Bungie, the bulk of that are actually working on Destiny 2 on top of, hold on, wait, there we go. The studio named at, where is it? Vicarious Visions is also
Vicarious Visions?
Vicarious.
Yes.
Okay, that.
Vicarious Vision Studio is also assisting Bungie in the creation of Destiny 2. So I don't know what to expect with this game, but the fact that two studios are working as one just to make this thing, and we're talking over 750 people, I've got big hopes for Destiny 2.
Huh.
For the PC community out there, I am jealous because Black Ops 3 now has mod tools, and some of the things that I've been able to see people do with mod tools on Black Ops 3 is insane. I bought Black Ops 3 just to be able to fiddle around with mod tools, custom zombies maps, custom multiplayer game modes. I saw a game mode where they were taking the fire staff from Origins and running around in a multiplayer map and just shooting each other with it. I've seen, crazy little twists on zombies. So, yeah, I want to do the PC modding thing. But moving on. Foxconn, everybody knows Foxconn. You know Foxconn, I know Foxconn. Foxconn is that company in China that pretty much doesn't let their employees leave. And it's the same company that had to put nets underneath their windows because people were continuously committing suicide. So they're like, well, you're not going to do that because now there's a net to catch you, and then we'll just put you back to work.
Oh my god.
One of the Foxconn employees, like with the PS4 Pro, has leaked images of, that's right, the Nintendo NX. And can we say this thing looks sad? And granted, this thing just looks like it's not. It looks like it was drawn by Michael J. Fox. No offense, but
Jesus
I'm going to hell for tonight's show. I swear to God I am.
Dude, we're all going to hell. It doesn't matter. Keep going.
So basically what this guy, what's been leaked, or whoever drew this and leaked this out, what they pretty much drew was, there's a GameCube as the docking station, and then the gamepad itself is like a Nintendo DS with a larger screen. It's got a 6-inch screen and 720p. But Yeah, I just don't. It's sad and disappointing if this thing is actually what it comes out to be, because like,
I'm saying.
from what I
You talking
understand,
about those?
the NX has this gamepad, and then it's like the console by itself, but you dock it into the home dock, which will allow you to play the games on your TV, and it'll minutely boost the power of the system in general. But
Which one are you talking about, man? Because I just looked it up, and there's like 5 different ones I'm seeing.
no, you have to Google Foxconn leak Nintendo X or NX.
Got you.
Like
Foxconn.
it's FOXCONN, and it's literally just a sketch, like a small drawing of like cube. Then you have this like cord that plugs into this giant gamepad looking thing, and it's just like a small drawing. I'll find the photo of this, and I'll make sure that I put it into the Facebook group for Commando Podcast. All word. But some of the specs leaked out.
Yeah, that's pretty gay.
Some of the things that leaked out about this thing is it's going to be running in pretty much an AMD R9, so it's going to have less graphical capability than a PS4, but that's to be expected with a Nintendo system. You talk in the group. Alright, so we're going to have a guest on as well, so I'll let Gibson chime in and talk, but Gibson, it better be highly enlightening, brother. Also, the gamepad itself is supposed to have a lithium-ion battery, so yeah, make sure it's not made by Samsung.
Yeah, it'll also fucking explode in your entertainment center.
No. The iPhone didn't explode. The iPhone 7 is something completely different because people are out there drilling holes into the bottom thinking that they can create a headphone jack.
Really? That's amazing. I want to meet that person.
Yeah, I want to see what a fucking dumbass looks like.
It's been on the news. It's been in the news for the last few days that somebody was able to troll a bunch of people, and they were taking drills to the bottom of iPhone 7s, and they were trying to drill in freaking headphone jacks.
Well, hey, if these people believe that, well, I got some lakefront Arizona territory to sell you, brother. Yeah, prime lakefront, prime beachfront real estate for you in Arizona.
So, 2 more things before the Nintendo NX, before we get off of gaming news tonight. Overall, the Nintendo NX is said to have the same amount of graphical power as the NVIDIA Shield, and reported price point for the Nintendo X, or NX, is reportedly at $450 US.
Jesus.
For that thing, they want that much?
If anybody paid attention a few weeks ago when I said if this game system comes out at over $400, Nintendo is pretty much going to go the same way as Sega did. Yeah, consider this Nintendo's Dreamcast.
Well, it's the final nail in a coffin that has been building itself for the past
15 years?
15, 14 years?
2 generations.
No, since the GameCube, the GameCube had a great start, but then it started to decline way too fucking hard, and then with the Wii, what the fuck were you thinking? And then only thing that's been carrying this far is Smash and anything Mario related and Zelda. That's it. Smash, Zelda, and Mario.
Gibson, your thoughts.
Wow, talkative fella.
Highly enlightening. Thank you, Gibson.
Wow, brother. Whew. You're like Gandhi. I hope nobody missed that in there, because he spread some very, like, oh my God, like, it's like talking to Mother
That's
Teresa.
the knowledge.
I've got the...
Gibson, bro, don't.
Fuck me.
Don't mind us. You've seen the show, you know we're dicks. You know me well, I wouldn't say personally, you've gamed with me, you know I'm a dick. So,
I bet he does know you're dick. Don't let him touch you like that, brother. It's not right.
Do I look like Jared?
Well, I mean, you look like the Cuban Jared.
I'm not even
Moving on.
How's that even work?
Jose Fogel.
Castro.
No,
Both
Fogel,
from
Jared
like
Fogel.
islands in the Atlantic. Pacific? Atlantic. I don't know. What oceans are
Both
left?
Cuba and Puerto Rico are in the Atlantic, so I mean, whatever.
Atlantic. There we go. Score. The ocean where the Titanic is, wherever that thing is. I know video games. I don't know fucking geography.
That's a fucking disruptor.
Alright, so, going on, Bear, I know you have found something you wanted to discuss tonight.
Oh, yes. Well, apparently in the esports world, the new thing is for professional sports, like actual legitimate athletes, not the guys who sit on their fat ass and look like the guy from Make Love, Not Warcraft.
Thank you. Me.
Are buying up esports teams. A-Rod, I'm sorry for the people who don't watch sports, because I know a lot of the guys watching have no clue who that is. Alex Rodriguez from a former New York Yankee, and Shaquille O'Neal, the sports analyst. If you don't know who they are, you're fucking retards. Have both purchased NRG, who do League of Legends and Counter-Strike gaming. And I think the Philadelphia 76ers, the basketball team, for you fuckers who don't know, they are buying, they're in the midst of buying another esports team. For some reason, I feel that esports is, I knew it was growing, but I never knew it was going to grow to this rate. So, you're going to see a lot more broadcasts of esports. Also, for those who are into it, League is in the Worlds right now. They're doing their World Championships at the moment. I don't watch League of Legends because, I actually like vagina, but...
What a story I could tell you about League of Legends. Go ahead.
Ew. Also, with Mafia 3 coming out, they put out a trailer, and I think this makes Mafia 3 Game of the Year, qualifies Game of the Year. You can shoot up a Ku Klux Klan rally. That is amazing. I love that.
So in other words, what you're saying is the game is going to be banned everywhere below North Carolina.
Well, yeah, sure. Why not?
And you gotta teach your kids what your dad does on the weekends.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got to teach them. Yeah, you got to teach you what Uncle Billy Bob does when he's not working at the Sonic.
God, you want extra cheese on that chili dog, nigger?
I think it's amazing. Thank God. The funny part is you play, I want to say he's Cuban, you play a Cuban guy. So he's just shooting up a rally. It's just it's all you see is 2 seconds of it. But, you can recognize, he's either shooting up a KKK rally or a bunch of guys who are cosplaying as ghosts. I can't tell.
In the fucking 80s.
Yes.
So they didn't know what it was back then.
Apparently not.
Dude, that is the most bullshit speciality that you can get for this game. Continue, I'm sorry.
Speciality.
No, I'm talking about Battlefront. I'm playing Justin's... Sorry. Yeah, whatever. Justin's playing Battlefront.
So it's just code names, guys.
Sorry, I'm Falcon.
Who plays Battlefront?
I do, you fucking bitch. Get over it. You're the one who plays fucking, The Division.
So do I.
I play Division today.
Oh, wow. I'm in a
Division's
party full of
actually
faggots.
Plays Rainbow too.
Well, Rainbow. Okay, hold on. No. That's
Rainbow
different.
Six.
Rainbow Six is fucking good though. So
Yeah, but
it's
so
actually
is
good
Division,
quality.
especially with
No,
the
it's
1.4
not.
update that's
No,
going
it's
to be
not.
popping
No,
out.
it's
Yeah.
not. No, it's not. I
Yeah,
could
it is.
shit on
Yeah, it is.
I could shit on a Blu-ray disc and make a better game.
Seriously?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I could.
Do you know how much fun I've had in the Division? I've got over.
Okay, and you also touch yourself to the
27
sight of little girls running in the park, so I don't trust your instincts.
Oh my god. We always go way too far.
Like Project with little girls in the park. Ah!
Projects.
This is why I'm afraid to transfer over to PC and just try and get this show going mainstream, because Justin doesn't have a censor button.
No, I do not. You cannot censor me. Fuck the FCC. That rhymed. I didn't mean it
You can
to.
say fuck. You can say fuck the FCC, but then we sit here and we try and actually do something legitimate, and we'll wind up on fuck Drama Alert and Keemstar's roasting us for no reason.
Don't care.
I care.
That sounds
I
like a
have an
faggot
image.
name anyway, so I don't care. Oh god, I just jumped.
That is.
But
If you actually took the time to actually play the Division, and
I
you
tried.
didn't have to deal with any of the bullshit. Well, here's the thing: when 1.4 comes out, it's gonna
That'd be really good.
It's gonna reinvent this game, and it's gonna play how it should have played. Yeah, it is, because as once you hit say level 30, the game went to an impossible place. Like, you couldn't have real fun in the
playable
Dark Zone
characters.
like when the game first came out. Okay, even beta, I remember the beta was fun as hell, because yeah, you could kill AI and then you could friggin' kill other players. But you know, now you hit
hold
level
on.
30 and
hold on. There's a reason I don't like it, because I realized during the beta, and I stopped playing it even, is because, wow, I'm playing an actual Earth-based and now timed Destiny. How amazing. What? And we've had this discussion before.
Division is nothing like Destiny.
Yeah, I
At
know.
all.
Yeah, it's nothing. Hold on, you're right. It's nothing like Destiny. Because there's nothing in common of picking up, trying to scour the PvP and shit like that for new weapons. There's nothing alike.
On a side note, Project, when are we going to play the Division again? Because I need to get leveled up.
How about you don't put it down?
How many games are there that are loot-based games?
You like that?
Yeah. Okay. Games in general, the whole point is always getting better items. That's the
Yeah, but there's
point
nothing.
of the game.
There's
Get a better
nothing.
game.
There's nothing original about it. That's my only point. So there's no need to get so hyped about it. There's nothing original. I'm not saying it's a decent game, but all I'm saying is it's not going to be as hyped up as you think it is. It's not as hyped up as you make it to be. It's a decent game. People still play it because you need to kill time somehow.
No, people still play it because we enjoy playing it. I enjoy playing the Division. I'm happy to play. I haven't been this excited for an update for a game in a long friggin' time. And to actually understand exactly what it is that they're actually doing it to fix the game. You know, how many developers come out and say, hey, we recognize this is wrong with our game, and this is the problem that we're going to address. And then even take the time to say, hey, we know we have expansions that are due out, but we're going to delay the expansions because we feel fixing the game is a high priority. Okay, when you if you would have more developers with this type of mindset, the gaming community and industry as a whole would be a lot better of an experience.
No, I mean that my fight is that. Yeah, my fight for it is I enjoy it. It is like Destiny to me, but at the same time, It does have a different feel to it, in my opinion. I haven't read so much on it because I haven't put a lot of time into it to where I would say that, like, hey, we actually are listening to the community, because it. I just haven't, like, me personally haven't been delving into that much. Unlike you, Project, where you are heavily community based, where I'm not as much.
Dude, I have literally checked almost every day for release dates for 1.4 for console. Because right now it's on select PC servers, and some people are being able to experience it. I'm 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 like chomping at the bit for this thing to hit console. I mean, I enjoy playing the Dark Zone. I do. I enjoy playing it, but I don't enjoy playing it when you're insta-killed in the highest level from a shotgun 2 blocks away. So once this update comes out and addresses those issues, it's a whole different ballgame. I'll be back on that game probably every single day. You know, I've got 27 days logged into that game already, and that was in the first few months that the game came out. So I'm looking forward to this update. I'm looking forward to the next expansions. I'm looking forward to some of the rumors about the expansions that are going to be produced. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to get back into a game that I thoroughly enjoyed up to a point where it was recognizable as broken. I mean, thankfully, as a PS4 player, I haven't had to deal with the hacking that the PC players have had to go through, but, you know, there's still was flaws that I had to deal with. People glitching through walls into buildings, and all sorts of crap that shouldn't have happened. But each time something was found to be a glitch and to be game breaking, the developers took a few weeks and the problem was solved. As opposed to, you know, Call of Duty, where you can have something that's OP or broken and it won't be fixed for 6 months. And it's half of the game's lifespan.
Project, I want to know what your opinion is on the Division compared to Destiny.
I don't think there's any comparison to be made between Destiny. I think the only thing that you can compare to the fact of it's loot based, you do activities to earn higher gear until you're max, and then you just pretty much go with a group of other max characters and max people and just try and run over everybody else. I think that's the only aspect that you can compare each to, because Destiny is a first-person shooter, space-feeling, floaty, superpower, mumble-jumble, kill aliens, as opposed to a third-person cover-based shooter where you actually have to think about your actions and what you're doing. You can't just rush in to, you know, a building or down a street and expect nothing to happen. The fact of the matter is you'll get laid out in the division if you decide you're going to go ham and try and solo everything. So you have to tactically. You have to say, okay, well, I'm going to go and take cover over here. You get your heal, have a sniper, have another person as support. You know, so it's got more of a
Realistic feeling.
yeah. And it's more of a strategy-based. I wouldn't call it an MMO, because the only MMO feel that you get from it would be the Dark Zone, where you can have up to 24 players. And I think with today's technological aspect, if you could do 64 players on a Battlefield server, you can definitely do 64 players on a Division server. But I understand, maybe they want to be conservative to see, get a feeling for player base and everything like that. Like I said earlier, rumors around the Division as far back as 3 months ago were, oh, it was leaked that the final expansion might open up the entire area as a dark zone or something like that. That would be great. Or 100-person dark zone server count. I think in aspects of what they need to do is they're going about it the right way by delaying the expansions and focusing on how to fix the game as a whole. But again, there's no comparison. I mean, we're talking a game where you can't even jump, okay? As opposed to a game where you can fly around or blink or teleport. So, I mean, that's like trying to compare Mario Kart to Forza 5. Like, hey, they're both racing games, so it's the same thing. It's not.
It's very different. That's for sure.
So basically, it's like what you're saying is like comparing these two games are equivalent of being like they're nowhere near each other. Like you can't even compare them. It's stupid to even compare them.
Yeah, I mean, again, the goal of any video game, I don't care what game, it could be Barbie's freaking dream house for all I care. The goal of the game is to get better items to help you progress. Period. So, I mean, of course, yeah, you can see that similarity of, hey, get good gear, level up, go to a higher area, get better gear, level up, and then, the cycle continues. But where it draws the line is how it plays, what it is, what the content is, where it's placed. The mechanics of the game are two different things. Like, completely different feel to the game. Tell me one thing, seamless PvP, hello, there's no 4-hour waiting screen like there was it still is with Destiny. Like, you could make a 4-course meal in the time that it takes you to actually end a mission, go to space, and go to the tower in Destiny. You could bake a fucking pot roast, okay? Like, the loading times in Destiny are nuts. And then you can go instantly from mission to fast traveling to a dark zone checkpoint and right into multiplayer, basically no waiting.
No, yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. That the Destiny load times, I mean, you can join the Crucible and it'd be like, hey, we have 12 out of 12 players found, and then like 5 people quit, and then you're in there for another 10 minutes waiting.
Yeah, exactly. And you can go instantly. And then the aspect of, hey, in Destiny, if you go on patrol, okay, you can just go around and patrol all day long, and you're just killing the enemies of the planet or whatever it is that you're on. But if you go on a quote-unquote patrol or into the dark zone, you can do the same thing. You can go around and kill these same enemies over and over again and get better chances and face bosses and everything like that. But in that same aspect of, killing all these PvE AI individuals, you've got to watch your back because there's other people in that same world that might be a block away. If you're one dude and there's a group of four, they're going to come around and you got to watch your back because these dudes will probably kill you and take everything that you've been working hard to get and pick up.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And I think...
Go ahead.
The trading system that was implemented into the division, great thing. Definitely missing in Destiny. Trading is a must for Destiny 2. 100% trading is a must.
Yeah, I agree.
If there isn't trading in Destiny 2, the game will automatically fail. Or it will never live up to any standards that they could hype it up to. Because even if it's just in-group trading, like it is in Division, you can only trade items in your group, that is a hell of a lot better than what we've gotten now. Because you have plenty of people out there like me who played Destiny all 3 years, and I still don't have a Crux of Crota, so I still can't get the Necrochasm. I still don't have a Vex Mythic class, but I've played with people that have gotten 5, 6 of them, and have had and lacked the ability to say, hey, I don't want this, would you like it? We finished the raid together, why can't I trade with somebody that I did an activity with?
Also, they need to fucking implement that 25,000 Glimmer should not be the max. It should be how much ever the fuck you can get.
Yeah. But then again, how often are people actually spending money?
No, but if
Like,
you're gonna trade, if you're gonna trade what the Crest of Crota for 2,000, or let's just say 20,000 Glimmer, now you only got 5,000 left. You got to make it back. It's not hard to do, but at the same time, implement it where there's no, like, you can have an unlimited amount of money, so you can make bank off of trading this shit that you don't have no use for.
Yeah, but in the same aspect, if you're going to trade, say, a Vex Mythic class for 50,000 Glimmer, what the hell are you going to be using the Glimmer for? Glimmer is pretty much worthless in the game unless you're trying to buy heavy ammo synths.
Yeah, correct, yeah. I guess
think
just...
that in itself will break the game itself if you have an unlimited amount of Glimmer, because then you're talking about people that will do nothing but try and farm Glimmer, and then you're walking around with somebody that's running around with 1,000 heavy ammo synths.
So basically, keeping it 25,000 would not allow 1, gold farmers, and 2, people to highball what they want to sell.
Yeah.
All right, I can understand that.
I've seen it in plenty of games where people are like, "Hey, I have this item, but you got to pay me, 150,000 gold."
Oh.
Well, how many people are walking around with 150,000 gold? Yeah. So, I think you could do it fair. I think there needs to be a fair type of trading where it's like, okay, well, I've got the Vex Mythic class, what are you going to trade me? Well, you can't trade me 3 blues for a Vex Mythic class. You have to trade like 3 purples or 2 purples or 1 exotic or something like that. I can see something implemented that way, but
I mean, now I can understand that. I guess just for me, it's like, if you're gonna go around and you're gonna trade shit, obviously do item to item trade. But if you really, really, really want something, then why not pay Glimmer for it? Even though, yeah, it is worthless, but maybe in Destiny 2, like, instead of it being like, hey, this will pretty much get you like heavy ammo synthesis, why not be like, hey, if you get 50,000 Glimmer, you get a new ship or something like that. I don't know. Like, it would be easier if they would just make Glimmer not easier to get, but basically make it worth something than just basic stupid shit.
Yeah. But I also think that in order to fix a lot of the issues with Destiny 2, that are in Destiny, the original, I think you need to figure out something better for silver. I think there needs to be something more to people spending real money. I'm not talking, turning it into a pay to win where you'll get weapons or you'll get gear items. I'm just saying there needs to be something a little bit more substantial to in-game real currency that isn't there now. Because, I mean, you could buy, like, a sterling treasure, but you're only going to get one silver dust and an ornament, and then if it's an ornament you don't want, then you just turn that into 5 extra silver dusts. But, give me something other than that. Give me, like, more silver dust. Give me 2, 3 charms or ornaments, or because I've got in bank right now. I still have 2,000 silver that I bought almost when I want to say around Halloween, almost around the time when it first came out, that you could buy silver and whatnot, because I went through an additional 2,000 silver just to get that blue flame skull for the Halloween decoration. So, altogether, I probably bought 4,000 silver. And
see, I know people who have banked on getting silver like every fucking paycheck, so.
Gibson asks, which COD is better, Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3?
Oh,
2. Two. It's gotta be.
Yeah,
you can't. 3. I mean, it's not 3.
I got you. No. It's definitely Black Ops 2. Multiple reasons for that one, Gibson. Mainly because, one, we're talking no boost jumping, none of this futuristic jetpacking, wall running, flying around. But that's not my only argument. Also because there was none of this stupid taunt, boasting gesture bullshit. It's Call of Duty. I don't want to see somebody doing a dab in the winner's circle. I don't want to see hot bling. I don't want to see a weapon name. The only reason why I like Destiny, or do I want to say Destiny? The only reason why I like Black Ops 3 is because of the dynamic camos. But I think a lot of things were lost in Black Ops 3 that should not have happened. Having to pray to the RNG gods that you get a weapon should not happen. I think if you buy a season pass, you should be able to get that because it's still additional content. And when you buy the season pass, you are promised all content. I think if you don't have the season pass, that the weapons need to be placed on the marketplace so other people will be able to get them and it'll be available to them. But whether it's $1.99 for a new sniper rifle, 99 cents for a new assault rifle or something like that, I think you would earn so much more money by putting the weapons on, say, the PlayStation Store, as opposed to expecting people to buy COD points and open up supply drops.
Meh. Call of Duty's a dead thing to me anyway. Fuck it.
We'll not do it
It's
live.
sad.
Except for, like, my favorite Call of Duty is Black Ops 1. So.
Vietnam.
Well, yeah. So.
I couldn't tell you what my favorite Call of Duty is. I mean, I'd say I don't know. If I
Well,
had to
I mean,
pick
don't get me wrong.
one
It's hard for me to
Call
say what my favorite Call of Duty is because that's like saying what's your favorite form of suicide. So,
Wow. Jesus, you hate it that much now?
yeah.
I mean, you did crack the disc in half. That makes sense.
Yep.
I like Black Ops 2. I like Modern Warfare 2. I'd rather stand in front of a subway train in New Jersey than buy Advanced Warfare 2.
That's basically what it is.
Oh, okay. So, since we're on the Call of Duty topic, actually, you know what? Fuck what I'm going to say because it doesn't matter because it's about Xbox, so fuck my life.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so, apparently, because Microsoft is saying they're bringing back games that are 360 games to play on the Xbox One, and people are crying out for, like, major title games, and all they've been doing recently is giving them Call of Duty franchise games. And people were pissed at the last one they announced because they said, this was like this week, they're like, hey, we're bringing Call of Duty, and we want Call of Duty Black Ops 2. They go, well, how about Call of Duty 3? And people are like, really? Like, why don't you just do what the community says and make more money?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Also, on a sense, I know we're going to talk about that, but EA has announced they're looking into doing the Mass Effect trilogy on the new consoles.
Damn it.
Why?
Because I don't want to spend money on a new console.
No, on the new on these what we're playing now.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like Pro and...
No.
Okay. What changed their mind?
The fact that they know they can make easy money off of it. Come on. Come on. They know that they can make good ass money.
They just released a statement like 3 weeks ago that said, no, we're not going to do it. We're focused on
They
the
just
future."
released this one. They just released it. The VP had just said this like less than a week ago. Said that it's not ruled out for them, that they're definitely looking into it.
Well, you know what that leads me to believe? Is that all of this bullshit has been nothing but a media stunt.
Probably. I don't care. I just want it done.
Basically, well, that's the thing, is you come out here, if you come out and you say, hey, we're not going to make something, you're pretty much trying to put out feelers like, hey, how much money could we actually be talking here? And then they release that statement of, hey, we're not going to be doing it, we're and then boom, giant freaking backlash, giant uproar, and they're like, that's what we wanted. Alright, so maybe we'll make this happen.
Alright, two things to that statement. One, I think it's because BioShock, the collection, did really well. And two, if you look at Microsoft when they were first announcing the Xbox One, they're like, hey, you can't, you have to have always internet. Like, you always have to have your internet on. And people are like, hell no. And then they changed it. So go ahead.
BioShock, I can see. But again, I don't want to divert resources from Andromeda.
No, but would you like to have something to pass the time till you get to it?
Well, here's the question. When is Andromeda due to release? And if they're just now thinking about, doing a remaster, I mean, when did BioShock Infinite come out? It was like 2013, right?
2013, 2014.
Okay, so we're talking about the account when the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One was already released, correct?
No. No. Because I played BioShock Infinite on my PC on Steam, and PS4 and Xbox One hadn't come out yet.
Well, I mean, PS4 came out 2013, and PS4 came out 2013, and no, wait, PS4 came out
2014.
The console's 3 years old.
PS4.
Hold on, I'll fucking look it up, goddammit.
I want to say it came out in 2012. No. 2013. Yeah, 2013. So we're talking 3 years to do a remaster for BioShock. So if you're going to remaster a game that has never been on any of the current
it came
gen.
out. It came out on March 26, 2013 for PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. March 26, 2013. However, the remaster just came out apparently for the console.
What?
It just came out.
What are we talking about?
System, that's what it's saying. You're reading it right.
BioShock, right?
That can't be right.
Yeah.
BioShock?
Infinite.
Oh, okay. Yeah. BioShock Collection. I thought you were talking about Mass Effect. I'm like, that shit ain't come out yet.
No. I'm saying Infinite. Came out.
Yeah, that came out September 13th.
Yeah, the new BioShock, well, not the new BioShock, the remastered BioShock. We're talking about a game that took 3 years to remaster before they could release it. Okay, there's no way that you're going to be able to take 3 games that have not even been close to being towards this generation, repolish everything. There's no way that they can remaster Mass Effect and release it before Andromeda comes out. Because we've seen gameplay of Andromeda. Like, we've seen viable gameplay to know that it's in a state where it's almost towards beta or even alpha stage at this point. But there's a playable version of this game.
I mean, I understand your point, like, yeah, don't take away resources to make Andromeda. At the same time, let's say Andromeda takes another year and a half to come out, or let's say it takes...
I'll be okay with it if you give me... I know what you're talking about.
No, that's what I'm saying. It takes another 2 years to come out, which is what Bear's going to say. I'm okay with that. I would definitely give you more money for Andromeda if you gave me Mass Effect Remastered.
Yeah, I would wait that amount of time, because at least then I'd have something I can replay. I have something that I have that I know I like while I'm waiting for you to push out something that I'll more than likely love. So I hate to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. You're not at the same point.
Well, I mean, until the time, there's plenty of games that are coming out, especially released by, you know...
I see your point. There's plenty of games, but what we're saying is, give us 2 things, not just one. Like, it doesn't have to be a
sense of entitlement.
I know, but it doesn't have to be that. Like, all right, so you're telling me that they can make the fucking sixth expansion for Star Wars: The Old Republic Online, but they can't make me BioShock fucking remastered before Andromeda comes out?
Do you realize?
Like, it's not like they don't have the resources. They have so many fucking people.
Yeah, but we're talking... Okay, so say they start tomorrow. We're talking about the 4th quarter to begin with, okay? And this is amongst the time between now and, say, February, where the majority of developers and, you know, are going to get laid off. Because we're talking about trying to increase profit. This goes back to the discussion 2 weeks ago about trying to increase profit as much as possible by laying off those costing you money. So there's no way that they're going to be able to, let's say, start it within the next few months. Okay? By that time, by, let's say, February, everybody gets rehired back and they bring in more people and whatnot. Between February and, say, October, okay, we're talking another time length that you would try to be hardly focused on remastering 3 old games as opposed to completing one game that's already at alpha stage.
And here's what I have to say to that. EA is a part of Mass Effect. EA does Madden, every fucking year, and they do not delay it. It comes out around the same time every year. Now they have Star Wars The Old Republic Online. EA does a shit ton of games with BioWare. You can't tell me that they don't have enough resources to do 2 more projects.
On what?
On Mass Effect Remastered.
That was the
That's 3
point
projects,
of
homie.
EA's. That was the point of EA's statement
Here's
3
why.
weeks ago. Is they don't have people that are just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. All of their staff members and developers are actually working on current projects.
Here's the thing. To what Hart said. They don't know if Mass Effect Remaster is going to gain them money. They do know that some fucking casual gamer, a shit ton of them, are going to buy Madden every year. They can bank on Madden every year. Just as 2K can bank on NBA every year. That is money in the bag right there. Because every year Madden focuses on one new feature that, it's a game changer, when they focused on features the same year in a row. Now it's on defense. I want to say it's on defense this year when, I remember when the big thing was QB vision, where certain QBs had wider vision and hit people. It's every year, that's why. And don't get me wrong, I'm on your side of, they have plenty of subsidiaries they can use to put these people out. Fuck, if you want, if you want to look at stuff if you want to look at stuff BioWare has done that. So BioWare did KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, the first one. Obsidian did the second one and did an amazing job. This isn't just a remaster. Have Obsidian do it. I know Obsidian, they're not sitting on their fucking hands or anything, but I know they'll be willing to put their hands on something like this because they always go for stuff like, they're not remasters, but they always run at sequels. They are the best at sequels. Given, I don't know why, but Obsidian isn't doing the second Star Wars game, Fractured But Whole, a mistake in my mind, and I pre-ordered it.
South Park.
You
said Star Wars.
My bad. South Park, Fractured But Whole. I didn't know that before I pre-ordered it on PlayStation until I realized it was Ubisoft, and I'm like, fucking great.
And you know they got pushed back.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. They're pushing it back to make sure it's better.
Okay.
So I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. It does not bother me one bit that it got pushed back.
Alright, so let's say it takes 2 years for Andromeda to come out.
I'm okay with that.
And they make it perfect. Like, they make it the way they want it. They make it what the community wants. They make it so there's barely any bugs, anything like that. Can you just, for a quick second, just remap all the CGI and all that shit in the Mass Effect trilogy game and just get it done? Like, I understand what you're saying. Don't take it away from people that are working hard on this brand new game that's going to be amazing. But, dude, come on. Like, just give us just one more piece and I won't say shit.
Well, look at South Park Fractured But Whole. With that, they released the digital download of Stick of Truth. And if you did it on console, you got it the day you pre-ordered it. So I have Stick of Truth already for PS4. So it's not like it's that hard to do, given, I get it, you're doing 3 games at once. So here's my thing. Why don't you either release all 3 of them for fucking $80, don't even just work on the graphics, don't work on anything else, literally remap the shit out of it, and then, what, $80? I'd pay that.
I pay $80 for Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and no questions asked.
I would, and the thing is, it comes with all the DLC.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter to me. Hell, I'd probably pay $100 for it.
I don't
It'd be worth it.
I don't know if I pay $100.
$3 all the fucking DLC.
But if they said we will only do Mass Effect Trilogy Remastered for $100, and if you can agree to that, get enough pre-orders, whatever you got to do, we'll do it.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
I'd do it. Just put $5 on it.
Yeah.
So, but with that, you got to think about it. Mass Effect 2 and 3 were online. They had online multiplayer. Wasn't a main focus, but it was fun. You have all DLCs from all 3 games. Actually, I don't know if the first one had any DLC. I can't remember.
The
second one had a shit ton of DLC. The third one had a few. And I'm okay with that. I'd pay $100 for that shit.
For somebody like you, yes, I can agree to that.
Yes.
For somebody like me, I've always said it, and I'll keep saying it every fucking podcast. If you put SWTOR on the consoles, I will give you whatever amount of money it is.
Yeah, but if I could play it, I would.
Yeah.
If I could play it, I would. I don't have internet anymore.
Hold on, Project. Side note. Does that mean if they make this remaster and it comes out, you're going to be coming over here to download it?
I'll buy it on console. I'll buy it for disc.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It doesn't require the internet, too.
If it doesn't, now if they're like, oh, you got to download all DLC. Hey, bud.
Yeah, come on over.
Or I'll go to Dave's or something like that.
All right, continue, Project. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I think the only way to do that is to completely outsource the project to be revamped and polished and whatnot. I don't think you can do anything that's within the main divisions of EA already. I don't
But
think
you're
you can
totally
do,
cool with
like,
Square Enix remastering every fucking Final Fantasy there is and pushing back Final Fantasy, the new one that's coming out. You can't tell me that's not the same damn thing.
What? Restate this.
Okay. Final Fantasy has been doing remakes, am I not right? Or remasters. I'm sorry, remasters.
Okay, there's one remaster.
Okay, so one remaster. But
Actually,
they pushed back
10 and 10
Go.
too, but
Okay.
I wouldn't
All right. So
really call that
Hold
a
on.
remaster
You went with
because it
Final.
wasn't
What's the one with Cloud? Is that Final Fantasy VIII with Cloud?
the seven.
You wouldn't want Final Fantasy VII remastered?
It already is.
Yeah, okay. There's plenty that you want remastered, and you would be willing to have them push off Final Fantasy, whichever fucking one this is, for that. And you know you would, as a fanboy. So I want you to think about it from a fanboy standpoint. I love it.
Here's the thing, okay? Final Fantasy 15, okay, and the remaster of Final Fantasy 7, two different things. Final Fantasy 7's remaster's already been in the works, alongside of this game, and I don't remember if there's a different studio doing the remaster. I want to say yes because it's an episodic, but it's same company, but Final Fantasy 15 is basically done. So they can take as much time as they want with Final Fantasy 7 remaster.
So basically what you're saying is because it's done, our point's irrelevant, but you know for a damn fact you would want the fucking remaster even if they're still working on 15.
Yeah, you know, come on. Hold on, they just pushed back 15. They just pushed back Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's,
next year.
It was a month.
Okay. They still pushed it back. You're telling me that if they're like, hey, we're pushing it, hold on. You're telling me
they pushed it back. They pushed it back for a legitimate reason. They didn't push it back just to push it back. Like there's
That's
a lot
why
of
you would
studios
push
out
it
there
back,
that will
though, for a
push
legitimate
games back.
reason.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know what gaming developer would push back a game just to push it back. Hello Games with No Man's Sky, I'll give you that one. But other than that, I don't know what.
I can give you a prime example.
Hold on. I want A-rate because Square Enix and BioWare are A-rate fucking developers. I don't know a single horrible game that BioWare's ever put out. Now, I can't speak on Square Enix. You could, but I cannot speak on Square Enix for terrible games. There's no game BioWare's ever made that I don't like.
Well, the game that I was going to say was Drive Club.
What?
Drive Club.
Dude, who gives a shit about Drive Club?
Isn't that
though?
considered one of the worst PS4 games
And that's
to
the
come
point,
out?
because... yeah, and that's the point, because it kept continuously getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and it still came out, and it was still a piece of shit.
Okay, we're talking about a non-A-rate game by a non-A-rate company about a game that no one gives a shit about. People care about Final Fantasy and Mass Effect.
It was supposed to be an A-ranked game because it was a first-person studio.
Okay, who developed it?
It was a first-person studio. Once again, the game was produced by Sony, a subsidiary of Sony, and it came out all fucked. That's why it's that's why PlayStation exclusive is because it was a first-person activity. of Sony, and it was supposed to be this big thing, and they kept pushing and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and it still came out lousy. Which was disappointing because the game was over.
Alright. Evolution Studios. I've never fucking heard of these people in my entire life.
Again, a first-person company. It's something that provided a title that was given guidance to Sony.
Hold on. I'll give you an example of a game that was shit, wasn't pushed back by a first-person studio that is directly involved. Look at who did AW.
Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, who did
Treyarch.
No, they did not. Sledgehammer.
Okay.
Look at Sledgehammer. That's the only game they've ever done, and it was shit too. So I don't care about that. I'm talking about something that people, a developer that has put a name for themselves.
They actually worked on Modern Warfare 3.
Besides the point.
Hold on. They worked on Modern Warfare 3. However, it was an IW game.
It was an IW game, but they were.
They were junior. Hold on. They were basically junior. No, they were junior developers on the game because it's an IW game. They had a model to go by. They were being told what to do.
It's the same thing as Bungie's doing with Vicarious Visions right now. They cooperatively work on the game.
Blows my mind because it's not like Bungie has a shit ton of games to worry about at the moment.
Well, when you have a $500 million budget for a game, I think you can.
The point being, if they push the game back, and in the time they said, you know what, we finished this game, we're going to put it out. You wouldn't be okay with it? You wouldn't want that? You wouldn't want a game that doesn't take long to... Well, I'll give you that. Final Fantasy VII is a lot farther back and may require more to basically reskin and do a lot different for voiceover stuff, perhaps. But...
No. Okay, so in case you haven't seen what they've done to Final Fantasy VII's remaster...
I'll look it up.
Nothing. Actually look it up right now.
I can assume Final Fantasy VII is basically a new game, just the same plot.
Yeah, it's the same plot, but it's dude.
I believe that.
About like if there was a physical equivalent to this, because it's like eye candy. Okay, I would say. Final Fantasy VII, the original, would be a Geo Metro, and the remaster looks like
God damn.
a freaking Lamborghini.
I'll tell you. All right, look. So now I want to make a point. As much time as it takes to do that, it won't take a lot of time to do it with Mass Effect. You could pump that game out in relatively about a year if they'd have started when they should have. They could have put that game out in time. So, they could still put it out in time before Andromeda. Because Andromeda, from what I'm concerned, when does it come out, Charlie? Doesn't even have it's TBD, isn't it? So, with that, they could put it out within the time. They could throw it to somebody else, just like, a lot of other companies do.
You're talking so much work to be done on these games.
I know, but you're fucking putting every goddamn Final Fantasy in the midst and going, we're going to redo it and pushing back the brand new one, and you're saying that the Mass Effect is not the same thing.
It is the same thing, man. That's the whole point. It's the same. That's all I'm trying to. It's the same thing. They are the same thing. You're just a fanboy of one. I'm a fanboy of another. I'm not a huge Final Fantasy fan, mostly because I don't give a shit. But Mass Effect to me. You probably grew up on Final Fantasy 1. Well, I grew up on Mass Effect. It was one of the first games I got for the Xbox 360. Okay? Then Yeah, I know. It's because you're fucking old. You're cryptic.
Damn, alright.
I got Mass Effect 1. beat it and could not wait for Mass Effect 2 came out. It came out, I still had Mass Effect 1. So by that time, by the time it came out, I had done a replay and immediately started Mass Effect 2 into it. And then when Mass Effect 3 came out I played that one on the PS3. Because Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 both came out on the PS3. Mass Effect 1 only came out on the Xbox. So I would prefer to see the redos before Andromeda, because they can take 5 fucking years on Andromeda, because I don't care how long it takes. That doesn't bother me. I can wait. Jesus Christ. But when did they announce Skyrim's remake? What, last
E3?
But they officially, you can tell they had only been working on that game for a very short amount of time. There's nothing to quests. It's all visual stuff. That's it. No voiceover redos. It's visual. They've probably worked on that game for a year and a half. Not going to take that long. With Andromeda being to be announced, if they started all 3 of them today with either 3 different studios or they just did it, they could get the shit done, pumped out next year. They can announce it next E3, get it pushed out by holiday season, and still make a shit ton of money before Andromeda comes out.
No,
Does not take that long. Yes, they could. They absolutely could.
No, they can't. And here's why. We're talking about games that are nowhere near current technological. You have to do a complete revamp of everything in that game.
Not as much as you. Hold on. I'm gonna look something up. You keep going. I'm gonna look something up. Go ahead. I'm gonna look something up.
Okay. What was the system? What was the system for Mass Effect 1?
Xbox 360 alone, not even PS3.
Okay. Mass Effect 2.
360.
360 PS3, kind of late. Yeah.
Okay. And Mass Effect 3?
360.
360 and PS4.
No, PS3.
Yeah, PS3. Now, perfect example before you finish.
No,
I'm making a point. The Last of Us came out in 2013, and they remastered that like the year PS4 came out. Okay.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3 came out a year earlier than The Last of Us. That's not that much of a jump. They could still do it.
Yeah, that's my thing. They could do Mass Effect 3. That would be a simpler one because it was semi-current. It was still in that, area. But Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 1 are going to be a little bit harder.
Mass Effect 2 came out in 2011. It came out in 2011. 2 years. No, 2 years. There was a year difference between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. Only a year difference.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay. You say Mass Effect 2 came out in 2011, okay?
Yeah.
But that's when it was released, not when it was originally made. The last, few months what was the exact date of the release of Mass Effect? Give me that info.
I think it was June.
Okay, so we're talking 6 months of polishing and getting rid of bugs, okay? We're not talking about the core mechanics and everything like that developed in 2010, 2009, 2008, whatever it may be, okay? That also has to be overhauled. And then Mass Effect 1 even
2007.
But
I'll give you that one.
Here's the biggest issue, okay? And this is what a lot of people tend to forget. They think that it's so easy to just remaster all these games, okay? Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, I don't see being a problem, okay? I don't see being a problem for Xbox One being an easy remaster. But, and it's a huge but, when it comes to PlayStation, there's a problem. And the
Okay.
problem is the fact that the PS3 had to be specifically coded for the PS3 cell processor, which the PS4 does not have. So if you are going to remaster a game that old from the PS3, okay, you have to recode the entire game to not include the cell processor coding and redo the entire game essentially for the PS4.
Well, hold on. So you're saying if it was coded for the PS3, it's going to take longer? Especially if it's that old. Well, here's the thing. Mass Effect 1 never came out on the PS3.
And you're talking about redoing an entire game.
Still not that...
Because you
Here's
can't,
all, hold
you
on,
can't just
hold on.
say,
I also want to throw
this
one more
game
thing.
came
No.
out
I
when-
want to throw one more thing. You can play Mass Effect 2 on PS4 right now, and it runs smooth as hell. So I can't believe you think it's going to take that long when you can play Mass Effect 2 right now on the PS4.
By the way, BioShock, the collection, was announced in June and it came out in September. The collection.
On top, look.
Yeah, we're
When
talking
did they start
Skyrim.
that? Give me
That's when it was
No, we're not
announced.
talking Skyrim. Can you look up when? Do you know when they started that?
June.
Of last year.
June of this year.
They started it.
They remapped the entire thing in June, July, August, September. 4 months. 4 months it took them to remap 3 games.
They announced they were going to do it and then did it, or that's they announced that, hey, we have it in the works right now.
No, they announced that they're going to do it and did it by September.
And Bioshock's was
you-
older than
you-
Mass
you-
Effect 1.
They went into E3. They went into E3 knowing that they already had that this already worked. It's not like it's hey, we're leaving the E3 conference and we're gonna go do this.
Let's look it up then. I'll look it
But
up.
then again, but then again, the studio for BioShock. What exactly else are they doing?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what I was waiting for. You mean Irrational Games and 2K? Ugh. What is Bioshock doing besides one game right now?
NBA 2K 16, 17, all the new ones.
Bioware's not doing that.
No. 2K.
Oh, yeah, 2K's always busy.
2K's always doing 16.
No.
That's
okay.
right, 2K.
2K's the publisher. Who is the individual studio?
No, the distributor, the publisher, distributor, developer was never even heard of them. So I'll give you that. It's Blind Squirrel Games. Is that the original developer?
The fuck if I know. I thought it was more mainstream than that.
Yeah, so now go ahead and tell me exactly what that individual developer is, that studio,
They did
what
work
other
with
games was
developers.
that?
They also worked on the other Bioshock ones, by the way. Hold on, I'll tell you.
So it's 2K games and Irrational Games compared to.
Hold on. I'm looking it up, and it is saying that it was started in 2016. That they started remaster in 2016.
And it was released 4 months.
In 2016.
Yeah.
So at least, even if they started on January 1st, there's a 9-month difference. Took them at most 9 months.
For 3 games. Not as open world as Mass Effect, but still
Yeah,
fucking
no,
doable.
I'll give you that. And it's a smaller. Look, there are some differences, obviously, but you can't say that they can't do this because one, you can run Mass Effect 2 on PS4 right now through what's the little, was it PS Now?
PS Now.
Yeah, PS Now.
You can run it with PS Now. The coding of worrying about the old code for the PS3 isn't in Mass Effect 1. Not saying that won't take a while, and Mass Effect 3 is going to be an easy fucking thing to do. Easier. They can do. They can do it in 12 to 18 months. They can do it, and we don't even know when Andromeda is gonna be released.
Here's the thing, okay? It's a lot simpler to run something like that with older graphics via a streaming service that's running a... PS Now is basically a pay-for emulator. That's what it is. It's
But the fact that it's still doable makes a point.
Hey, well, hold on. If they can do it with an emulator, then they can do it with the game itself.
No, it's completely different. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, it's simple enough to do with a streaming emulator, as opposed to a game made for that specific console, because you're talking.
It's early 2017, which would be first quarter.
I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry.
Take your time.
So you have your online emulator, which is emulating that cell processor. But if you sit here and you try to remap and remake everything, it's going to take a decent amount of time just to recode the game to actually be for the system and not something that you're just streaming. You don't want a streaming version of Mass Effect 2 Remastered. You want a legit remaster that you're going to be able to put into your system or download, and that's not going to be a viable option unless you recode the game to get past the simple of the issue of the cell processor. That cell processor hurt the PlayStation 3 so much, and then to get a full remaster of all three games, it all comes down to Mass Effect 1, which wasn't even available to the PlayStation 3. And you can't just sit here and code the Mass Effect original from the 360 onto, the PlayStation. You have to completely revamp the coding.
Well, hold on.
So,
okay, hold on now.
In order to do that, you have to basically start from scratch, and it's too time-consuming. I say release Andromeda, because it's a completely separate story from the original 3. Release Andromeda, and then work on Mass Effect 1, 2, 3.
Hold on. You're saying it's too time-consuming, yet BioShock was released in at most 9 months. Because it was started on in 2016. So let's say they started January 1st. So it's obviously not too hard to release a game that you have to recode, because BioShock 1 came out 2006?
2007.
Same year Mass Effect did, and it came out on PS3 and Xbox 360. So they still have to do the code then and work it back. On top of BioShock 2 came out...
BioShock 2 came out, I want to say, maybe a year and a half later.
So you have something that's in the same lines of Mass Effect 2. Alright, and then with Mass Effect 3, a year. A fucking year. Not even a year later, The Last of Us came out PS4 remastered. Just like GTA. GTA was less than a year.
That was 4 months or 9 months.
You can call it bullshit, but when the fucking studio announces they started in 2016 to do it, then you're saying the studio was bullshitting you. So you're calling the devs liars.
Unless you have a significant amount of people working on this project, you're not going to get it done in that span of time.
But they did,
How
though.
How big is EA and BioWare?
Like, they're massive.
Yes, but how many projects do they have in the works?
That we know of, we can't say. That we know of, there's probably not that many, but what we don't. I get what you're saying on that. But this isn't unprecedented area.
When the parent company, when the publisher comes out and says, hey, we're not really going to think about doing this game, and here's why, and they say, hey, we don't have the manpower to pull people away from other projects to put onto a remaster.
Even though they just said they're doing it.
Yeah, but that's because of the backlash. That's something completely different. And that goes back to last week's segment.
No, hold on. You're saying EA cares about backlash? These are the same people that if they could, they would make you pay $1 per gun you want in any game. They'd make you pay for each team you wanted to play in with Madden. These people don't care about backlash. No fucks given with backlash for EA because their dick's so big, it's in everything.
No.
Backlash doesn't matter to them. No. What they know is now they can make money off it. If you think they're not going to push it out like a fucking late-term child,
Oh my
you're
God.
wrong.
Jesus Christ! All right, that went two different directions.
Exactly. And that's why they care. That's why they care about the backlash, because backlash equals money. So that's why they have turned a 360 and said,
Yeah, but
when you
maybe that's what you meant. But when I hear backlash, it's like, how dare you? We're sorry, don't, no. No, they heard, ooh, these people will buy it. Now, if that's what you meant, yeah, sure, they get affected by backlash in one way or another. But they're going to push this fucking thing out like a prom night dumpster baby, okay?
I'm a prom night dumpster baby.
So this game's going to come out, man. Remasters aren't that. Hold on. Remasters are not that hard. They're not that hard. They did it with GTA in less than a year. They did it with The Last of Us less than a year.
Darksiders 2.
Darksiders 2.
Metro Redux.
Metro Redux in less than fucking 3 years. They did these games. So
Dishonored remaster.
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I forgot all about Dishonored. So you have plenty of games that they can do that came out in the same time frame as Mass Effect 3. Now, if you want to talk about as old as Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 1 and BioShock came out in the same time, and BioShock, whether you think it's bullshit or not, was produced in a remaster in less than a year. 9 months.
Okay, but here's the thing, okay? And there's a prime example already out, and I'm a little worried that EA is going to rush the project, and when they rush the project, it's, like I said, there's already an example out. It's going to get screwed all the way to hell.
What's the example?
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to do a remaster, I am going to answer. If you're going to do a remaster of an iconic game, okay? Prime example, the biggest... No! Super Mario, get the hell out of here. Example of this, the Master Chief Collection for Halo.
Dude, I've never heard anything terrible about that game, dude. Everybody I know, I played it and I loved it. Yeah, no, not at all. I play now. Given I own that, we only ever played Halo 2 because fuck Halo 3 and Halo 1 compared to Halo 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
Dude, literally, when the Master Chief Collection came out, it was entirely unplayable for a good 8 months.
Did you get an 8 up, dude? That's
no,
great.
thank you.
You're welcome. Look. Okay, so there's a bit of a precedent for rushing. However, are you really trying to say that Microsoft rushed that game and just didn't give a fuck? Because no one was rushing. I don't know. I'm not Xbox community, but I don't know a single person who was rushing for. I need my Halo 2s now.
Actually, Microsoft didn't rush that. There was records stating that.
I'm not saying that they didn't rush it, but
wasn't ready.
What's the point for rushing it? It's not like anybody needed it immediately. But you want to talk about too much of a time frame? I will re-quote. BioShock Collection was done in less than 9 months.
What if, okay, alright, I'm going to play devil's advocate for both of you. What if the reason why they're now agreeing to do the Mass Effect Collection is because they're going to get more time to basically make Andromeda better? Like, they're going to put more time into it. They're like, hey, if we give them this, what would happen? Would that give us, say, another year to basically perfect Andromeda?
I think it would be a mistake to go down that route, personally. You've released gameplay. You pretty much have said, look how amazing this is. I think you have to have one hell of a good reason for Mass Effect fans to come out and say, hey, we're going to delay the game, here's the remaster. especially with such a heavy what do I want to say? A heavy focus on its graphical capabilities and what it'll be able to do with the PlayStation 4K and possibly the Scorpio. And yeah, I think if you try and go and give a BS reason for a delay, you shoot yourself in the foot.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm on my phone. I'm answering a message. I'm sorry.
No, for what you're saying, Project, I mean, yeah, it would be pretty bad if it was just like, hey, we're doing this to save our asses. At the same time, would you rather Andromeda come out unprepared like No Man's Sky, or would you rather it come out prepared?
I'd rather wait a couple more years for Mass Effect Remaster as opposed to get a Mass Effect Remaster and wait for Andromeda, which is a beautiful game. What looks to be a beautiful game.
Well, I'd still rather have the fucking remake as a remaster.
I'm ready to end it. So I gotta go to bed.
Alright, well,
So,
on that note,
Yeah, I gotta roll some.
did Bear say he needs a nappy?
no, that was Hart's fat mass of nothingless energy saying that he needs to go night-night.
I actually got to get up early and go on a fucking road trip 2 hours away from my fucking wife's family, whom I know they're not listening, but I really don't give a shit about, and I don't want to go. And God forbid if they are listening, but I really don't care.
I mean, what if you had Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 remastered to play? Would you even go?
I would personally break my leg.
Okay, anyway, all right, well, I'm Hart, guys. Thank you for joining us. It's been an awesome night. Sorry for the week hiatus. But I hope you guys have an awesome night. I'm Hart once again. You can find me at Hart Chaos, and that's H-A-R-T, not H-E-A-R-T. We're streaming via YouTube tonight / 3 Minute a Podcast.
I am Bear. You can find me on Twitter at Project is a fat fucking faggot 92.
Wow.
At BearJude92 on Twitter.
I think that's kind of past the name limit right there. You don't think you can use that many characters?
I sucked the head of Twitter's dick, so it's all good. I got what I wanted. It's a little bit on the nose to call you a fag after I suck a dick, but it doesn't matter. You can find me on Twitter at BearJuden.
92.
92. Thank you. I'm tired as fuck and I gotta go to bed. So you know what? Will.
Bye.
And I've been Project. You can find me at or on Facebook.
Gonna get you one of the beer jewelry.
Come on, get your little skull. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome night. See ya.
Thank you.